Today's Underlords video is another Twitch highlight. This time around it's one where I collect a bunch of different alliances and still push it through for a victory. This is kind of a twist on the Primordial Mage build that's been floating around, but instead I ended up adding Bloodbound and Warlock. So by the end of this I've got, I think, Demon, Dragon, Bloodbound, Mage, Assassin, Primordial, Warlock. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the game. Thanks for watching. And that's why early on, even though I didn't have many brawny units, I had also started with those two axes, right? Because as I said before, with brawny, the thing about brawny is that you can't transition to it later. Like, you have to start brawny and then keep snowballing and just kind of get lucky that you find the other brawny units early. If you start brawny late, you just won't have the same kills, right? So, and even further, so not only do you not have the same kills, but the later you start to get your brawny units, the harder it is to pick up kills on them, right? So it's not like even if you find them, like, let's say between like rounds 10 and 15, that you can't throw them in. It's just at that point, most of your teams that you're playing against are going to be like at least half of the team will be 2-star units or better. So throwing in like a 1-star Juggernaut or a 1-star Beastmaster because you finally hit multiple brawny units, you're not going to get kills. So then you have to wait till you have 2-star ones and then hope it matches up against their 2-star, and then you might get some, but then you're going to be at like what, 10, 20 kills? So even if you get them to 3-star at that point, they're about the same as what the old brawny units were. You like have to get them early in snowball. The earlier the better. Like round 1 axes are really important because your kills against the NPCs there count, right? So everything kind of depends on the early start with brawny. I'm gonna do this because it's a pair. I was tempted to swap out that tiny and then buy the axe, but then even if I do that, if I'm late on throwing axe in and axe doesn't get kills here, then what's the point? So Vern Bones Vag 1, hey bud, how you doing? I hate Aegis, but I actually think I won't take it. Want to play after this game? Probably not. I'm desperately trying to undumpster my rank, which unfortunately means that I'm also playing solo because of the changes they made. I guess we'll grab this as well. Lean is a consideration if I want to maybe go mages, but this at least unlocks early Warlock bonus where I have to get multiple mages to go there, so. Yeah, if you didn't take the hit to your gains from playing in a party, then I'd say sure, but. What are we baby raging about now? Just my life. Technically. Oh. I really like blade mail, but chainmail is amazing. And I don't have a good unit for blade mail right now. So we're gonna play the long game, I guess. Well. I really want both the puck and the quap. I think I want the puck more though. I'm more likely to try to transition this into like the Primordial Mage's build than I am something else. I think at the moment anyway. But I also think that I might end up just selling this Venomancer to grab the quap when we win here. Turns out 3-star sniper with Moonshard's pretty good. I mean, it's one of the only reasons I turned my last game into a 3rd place, because that was a pretty dumpster team up until that point. Poor Warlock always getting sacrificed. Yeah. Poor Warlock does have some pretty bad luck. Jamming the quap here. Though, honestly, I think we want something like that. I probably should have just leveled here and thrown in puck, because I'm not going to buy any of these anyway. Right? Like, that would have been legit. Warlock Scrappy is good. Yeah, I'm not convinced with the Scrappies. Like, they're okay, but if you do not get early 3-stars, their damage feels pretty low. I think last game's actually a good indicator of what I was talking about with my assessment before, because I just couldn't keep up. Do this and just jam a Slark in, I guess, for now, and grab you and you, just because you're the best units there. I should have went Brawny. I've seen Juggernaut in the shop. I've seen 2 axes and a Beastmaster. Maybe I should have went Brawny. Oh well, too late now. I mean, they all have big damage if you can 3-star them. Like, Tinker 3-star is great. Sniper 3-star is great. But when they're not 3-stars, is anyone else on Brawny? I know at least one other person is. They've also got a 2-star axe. They've got a like that. They got a Juggernaut and an axe, right? Fangblade. Oh, it's the assassin guy from last game. Fangblade again. The answer to that question, Aeolus, is there's always somebody else on Brawny. Anyone else think she's your queen? No. I don't, personally. Oh, snap. Keeps us pretty far off of interest for a bit, but we'll even grab this for now, I guess. This Pudge is going to end up getting sold. I mean, we can hold on to it for now because it doesn't matter, but this is on the clock for being sold. So we have Quap and Slark. Are they better by themselves than the Puck and the Viper? Probably, until we can hit 6 and then also jam in her, and then at that point we'll hit 3 mages. You're on Brony. A lot of people call them brownies, which I also find kind of funny. Wow. Alright, we actually are going to make some changes here, gang. We're going to wait for interest to calculate here, but then I'm going to buy these Shadow Fiends and this Viper, because we're definitely going to transition to kind of a more magey thing. But the reason I sold the Quap was because with or pulled the Quap was because with these Shadow Fiends, Quap's not going to be part of the plan. Probably could have held on to Slark as a potential 3rd assassin, but I also need to put some money back. Alright, so she goes in at 6, and then... Right, because then that'll give me the 3 mages, and then he goes in at 7. What a good pickup. Actually, selling the Slark is fine. We can grab Morphling. That'll give us... That means we can sell you, actually. shit, I should have leveled here. I'm gonna lose my lose streak, or my win streak here because they leveled and I didn't. Coconut's so good. Carry me, Puck. Oh, yeah, see, if I would have leveled, I would have protected that. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention that we were on 9. That's 100% my mistake. Alright, so... saving you for potential 3 stars. I also need to move this cloak off of Tiny now. Keeping you alive is more important. Fine. You're still the one that goes in next, though. And then you. And then basically everybody here. So we got 4 pairs that we're trying to find for 2 stars. Shadow Fiend would give us Warlocks. I mean, there is an argument to be made about maybe the Bloodbound triggering on Ogre is not as important right now. Actually, this is incorrect at the moment. I think instead you would want to do something like this. Let's do this, right? Because we still have the 3 mages, which means increased magic damage taken. We're gonna at least collect 1 interest here, and then we'll buy that. But the increased magic damage taken means that Shadow Fiend, just as a 1-star dealing damage, is probably better than the Warlock. For now, the 2-star Warlock I think still then comes back and replaces this, but for now I want to guarantee I catch this interest point. Fangblade went brawny this time, huh? Alright, slowly working on it here. It's coming together. It's not like the most traditional build I've ever went with, but... yeah, so I don't think we want any of these. You're doing 100 here, but you also trigger this. You're also doing 100, but you hit more than the 1, but much longer cooldown. Yeah, I don't know. I could go either way on whether 2-star this is better than 1-star this, but... at this point, we just kind of hang tight, try to build our economy, hope we can 2-star some of these other units along the way. And once we get to 7, once the at least the first Warlock pair goes in, we'll actually be in a pretty good spot, so. It's a shame we didn't get at least 1 contract since we are running the Ogre Warlock combo. Like, I think that with the change to Ogre, even 1 contract ends up being worth it at this point. That's frustrating because I really want that Crystal Maiden. We'll juggle it after this combat, I guess. This is the person I think I lost to last time, right? Yeah, because they had leveled and I hadn't. I remember now. One, two, three, four. So we have like 4 units. We're still trying to 2-star here. So we're hoping for a good shop so that I don't have to either go to 7 early, which I really don't want to do, or bail out on Ogre or Tiny. And you did not help me, did you? Alright. I love you, Tiny, but we're gonna sell, and then after combat starts, we'll buy this Warlock. But we did it this way because by selling the Tinies, we guarantee 3 interest, and also Tiny, at least right now, is like the most dispensable. Like if this Shadow Fiend was a 2-star, I wouldn't even have Tiny in right now, because other than it being a 2-star unit, it's not bringing anything to the lineup. Long term, we hope to pair Tiny with this just to get the first Primordial, and then this plus 1 more Assassin gives us the Assassin bonus as well, but Tiny right now is our most flexible unit, if that makes any sort of sense. Alright, we have to change positioning for the doggos. Oh, I really want that Sand King too. And that Viper. We're gonna have to do some more juggling after this round. Throw these 2 out, we'll buy these 2. Hope that we find some 2-stars, but if not, I actually might roll down just to keep the Sand King. Because as far as 3rd Assassins go, Sand King is like our ideal 3rd one after Morphling, just because of the CC. I guess this. Kind of wasn't really impressed with any of those options. Alright. So the puck frees up some space. Alright. Tiny's just gone at this point. For now, we'll rock this. So many units that I really just kind of want / need to find a 2-star for. But I sold like this because it's our best for interest, and again, as much as I like Tiny, he was the most dispensable. I'll have to change positioning and items and all that jazz here in a minute, but it made the most sense. Like, we actually want this on the puck now. Thank you. Alright, we hang tight at 49 because if we win, we get 1 extra interest. Well, this person's already up at 7, but they probably don't have the massively full bench that I do. Alright, so Sand King and then Morphling are the next ones to go in. But Sand King, again, just very quality unit. for the brony synergy. I'm like one of the only people not at 7. I mean, I guess I can go there now. Let's take the one reroll before I do. Alright, we'll pick up some of these. After combat starts to guarantee our interest. I almost never chase 3-star Crystal Maiden. I just feel like her at 3-star is not worth the payoff. Like her attack damage. I mean, I guess the Arcane Aura getting the big boost that it does is rather nice, but I just feel like her, like the investment of paying that much gold with her costing 3 now to try to push her to 3 stars just always feels incorrect to me. $1,000 health, 250, 750 health, 150. So at this point, you're now better technically. We can hold on to one of you. So as far as 2-starring goes, we're just trying to find a Shadow Fiend. When we go to 8, Sand King will give us the Assassins, and then if we ever go to 9, this would at least give us back the Tier 1 Primordial. And honestly, Arc Warden's just a decent unit, but... yeah, I agree at a war. But even still, like, I don't even typically chase that, because I usually also don't want to 2-star Crystal Maidens really either, you know? Oh, they just dumpstered my win streak, huh? The Terror Blade, huh? Anti-Mage with the mask. I guess that's legit. I'm gonna change up my positioning pretty drastically once I hit 8. Honestly, we can consider doing it even now. I'm gonna change it more, but I needed to position so that we were killing potato before tomato here. But we're ultimately gonna change this a bit more. Terrorblade you counter through CC, right? Silence it, stun it. If you know, if you're getting towards the late game and you know that they're going to be running it into it, you can try to position your unit so they'll prioritize hitting their Terrorblade. Bracers seem pretty amazing. Can go there for now. Do it now then, I guess. Because it's only one less interest point. Like, it kind of hurts my rolling for these for 3 stars, but saves my bench pretty significantly. Save me, Puck. No, you're not gonna save me. The double Luna's proving to be pretty effective, but Luna is Like one of the better units, and my positioning was pretty god's awful there, I'm not gonna lie. Also, we are gonna finally hit this. 100% worth breaking that up. Not hurting my interest, so we'll change that. Yeah, I think something like this is probably better. It's either this or we still go back to frontlining the Viper Morphling. I go back and forth on whether or not I like to frontline them. I know Turquoise Link likes to frontline them. That's probably correct with this build because I don't have a real frontline. Just let Sand King jump. Big boy. Arc Warden is the sort of thing that, like, once we get to round 25, if we get a really good item that pays off with this, then Arc Warden can be absolutely insane as well. Why Tater first? Because it's, if I remember correctly, the one that has, like, the worst of the two damage. Like, they both get a buff when the other one dies, but if I remember correctly, I think Tater's the one that, like, kind of super Shreks you. Ah, Miltime's got it. I just knew. It's one of those things where, like, it happens and then, like, I just intake it into memory and then forget why. But I knew there was a reason. I kind of feel like maybe frontlining this Warlock is correct now. Yeah, Octarine for Ogre's pretty solid as well right now. I think I like something like this. I guess I can take some rolls here, huh? Shadow Fiend or Morphling. At this point, let's do this. Oh, and there's the Morphlings. Ooh, Enigma, huh? So I'm pretty close to 3-starring Viper and Warlock. I'm gonna cycle this Enigma just for the achievement. That's the only reason I paused here. I know it's super cheesy of me, but... Alright. I actually am kind of considering spending a ridiculous amount of money trying to 3-star this Viper. I mean, Warlock as well, I suppose, but really the target I think is Viper here. Because that would be a pretty big boost. And then we would just try to go to 9 and finish this Arc Warden. But we're hoping for an awesome item here. Like Dagon! Hello. You can go here for now. For now. It's gonna end up on that Arc Warden though. Oh, baby. Oh, well. I bet that made my job nice and easy. All right, let's go find this Warlock. Hey, Flo. Alright, so now we're, after this fight, we're gonna go to 9. And then we're gonna change Dagon to be on this Arc Warden, and then I'll be honest, I'll probably spend most of my gold just trying to find a 3rd Arc Warden to tier 2 it. Because a tier 2 Arc Warden with Dagon, I think, seals things for us pretty well. Actually, oh, I was gonna say, we might lose this one. That's gonna be close, but... we can just preemptively put this here and here. That's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a sweet, sweet, juicy thing. The units that we want more of are of a higher standing, so we will go up before doing the reroll. Oh, we want that Sand King too. We're gonna wait though, because I want at least 1 interest. Oh, they went up to 9 as well, alright. Alright, so we want this Sand King, so we're basically just looking for these 3 units from here on out. Look at almost all of the Arc Warden damage is coming from Dagon. It's kind of funny. And Viper's just hyper carrying like a Viper do. That actually put us right back at 10, so we're going to wait so that we at least collect the 1 interest, but then we're going to roll down again because, again, we're just looking for Shadow Fiends, Arc Wardens, and Sand Kings. To be honest, it might even come to a point where I just sell the Shadow Fiends, but... Alright, so that'll be a help. Look at this beautiful set of alliances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just casually 7 alliances. No big deal. This game started awkward. It's not. Alright, gang. It's not the sort of build that I would normally, like, aim for. Because normally I do the 4 Primordial, like 3 Mage, 3 Assassin thing, but we have the core, in my opinion. Like, I don't think the 4 Primordial part is actually necessary. I think the 2 we have are the 2 best Primordials, if I'm just being honest. Like, I love Tiny, but I think these 2 are the best. But really it's about, I think, the Mage and Assassin combo, allowing you to just deal a pretty insane amount of magic damage. Yeah, Delaware, this is, you know, kind of flexible. I also, again, because of the changes to Ogre recently, I really think that these 2 are far more viable to, like, use and leave in now than they ever were before. Alright, maybe we'll get another superstar item here. Yeah, we'll just hold on to our money for now before we hunt for more Shadow Fiends. We're still on 30% chance for tier 3s, right? Yeah, it's actually our best chance, so that's good. Honestly, this Bracers of Desperation is probably better here now, right? just because his thing is more impactful with it being the stun. It's been so long since I actually like went and looked at my items. I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should do that. I think everyone else is probably correct though. You could argue that maybe this needs to go on Warlock, just to set more on the front line. I guess we can do that. It's weird because like if one of these dies, then they super buff the other one, but they're also technically my front line right now, so. Yeah, I think Daedalus seems fine. Actually, we'll put it here. Alright. Once combat starts, now that we have 2 interest here, we'll start rolling down looking for the Shadow Fiends. Maybe we 3-star a Shadow Fiend here. I mean, I normally don't flow, so... I mean, you hang around here, you know. And the reality is, this isn't even what I would consider to be super lucky. This is pretty close to what you need to just get a win in this meta period. It just goes back to what I was saying the other night. Usually, to get a win right now, you need some sort of cohesive, like, overall team strategy. But you need around 3 3-star units and at least 1 hyper carry, right? And that's basically what we've tried to do. We have 3 3-star units. Vipers are hyper carry. This one's gonna be close. Came for a pair stream. Oh yeah, that's right, I was gonna take some rolls. Oh, Lich, you're always so tempting because I probably way overvalue you as well. I'll admit it. Alright. We'll wait here just so we get 2 more interest, but we'll roll more during the match like I should have been doing. Alright, so this person's got a Gyrocopter, a Terrorblade. This person also not a half bad lineup. We're just gonna go all the way here. We're gonna find nothing in doing so, but we're gonna do the all the way thing. Alright, so we're gonna wanna change to basically just mirror what we're doing, but on the other side, I think, because we're gonna run into the other person again. No, I think I like those like that. Probably could have like 3-starred Morphling by now if I would have been buying them instead of just hunting for Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend is the closest to a 3-star and has the highest percentage of my shot. Alright, so my opponent added Disruptor, and that's a problem. Oh, and they hit 3-star Luna. Okay, they could make a comeback here. We're gonna have to change our positioning some more, I think. I missed that they added the Disruptor. So, I mean, we're gonna take a loss here, but it's not the end of the world, because now we can just adjust, right? Where's my other? So like assassins we can jam to the back. I want the Arc Warden kind of up but not silenced. See, they got this Disruptor over here as well, so. But we just want them split up so that, yeah, so that Disruptor hits as little as possible. I think this is our real goal. I think the overall strength of our build can deal with the rest as long as Disruptor And that is how you reposition. How do I do good game? That's how you reposition, gang, to combat Disruptor.